Hello and welcome to WeTV Online. Today, my friends, I am here chilling like a villain with the lovely Eleanor Tiernan, comedienne renowned. How are you doing, Mrs. Are you well?
Hello, Liam. I'm
Good.
well.
Now, come here to me. You are currently on tour with Bovinity.
That's right, Tommy Tiernan's tour.
Sure.
Yeah, and support act.
Support act with the cause. But I should point out now that initially your background is in civil engineering, oddly enough.
That's right, actually, but it didn't really work out for me because,
sure.
well, one of the problems I had was that when you're a civil engineer, or when you're in any job really, you're expected to get everything right all of the time. And
sure.
I didn't really like that because, well, I was a civil engineer, I used to have to work out the strength of beams needed on construction projects.
Okay.
And I didn't get it right all the time.
Right.
So if you are ever driving on the M50 and you have to go into the bridge at Liffey Valley, don't delay.
Keep it snappy, people. Do keep it snappy. Don't hang around. And we won't hang around because you might be looking at the lovely Eleanor saying, how do I recognise that mush? And you might, because Eleanor used to be Emer in a show called The Cafe, and here's how she looked then. Have a look at this.
Now, can I ask you a personal question? Are you single?
Are
you looking for a man?
Are you asking?
I'm not, but we have a man coming... Look, I'm mimicking the accent. I'm not. But we have a man coming in tonight who's looking for a woman.
Really?
Do you get any idea who you think it might be?
Eddie Hobbs, no?
In terms of the material, is it autobiographical? Is it going to be based on your own experiences, or what inspires you there?
Oh, yeah, it would be. You know, if you... It's funny because the mistakes that you make, they're the things that you'll get funny jokes out of. You know, like I did feel like that when I was a civil engineer. You know that you know, it was a lot of responsibility to get things right. You know, and sometimes I didn't. And
you could source the material off the back of that, I suppose.
Absolutely, yeah, that's where it.
And how would you describe your style, or how has your style been described?
Well, actually, I have a friend, Finola, who came to my show, and she's a civil engineer, and she came to see me, and she described me like a teacher that has been let go from her job for doing something really inappropriate, but is still in denial about it.
That's a very unique description, folks. And this is exactly what we're talking about. Here is that inappropriate teacher on the Liffey Laughs. Have a look at this.
Fame has its price. For example, relationships can be extremely difficult when you're in the media, when you're living your life in the public eye. Men, they only seem to want the media image of me. They don't want the normal person inside. For example, recently, I met a guy. He was tall, dark, exotic, a hurler from Wexford.
A hurler from Wexford. Does it get any more exotic than that, I ask you?
I don't know.
I'm telling you. Now, you're doing the stand-up thing. Of course, you're also heavily involved in theatre, acting. You also kind of co-write an awful lot of stuff as well, don't you? That's
right. My cousin Niamh and I have written plays, and we've written 2 plays, and Tommy has supervised our writing of one of them. Okay. And we put that on at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival last August, and then and also for running the King's Head in Galway last October. And then Niamh and I wrote a second piece, kind of a companion piece to that, and we did that at the Galway Comedy Festival this year at the Easter weekend.
That's deep, isn't it?
That's deep, isn't it? That one, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to move things on. Right about now, I think it's time for a quiz that we like to call the... Quiz You Quiz. Are you ready for this?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, you're going to be happy to hear that it's on your specialised subject, which is you, Eleanor Tiernan. Okay, in the event that you give me a correct answer, you will hear this sound. Okay. Should you give me an incorrect answer, you will unfortunately hear this sound. Are you ready for this?
I don't want that.
Okay, no, it's a nasty sound. Okay, here we go. Who is your famous cousin? Is it A, Tommy Tiernan, B, cousin It, or C, my cousin Vinny?
That would be Tommy Tiernan.
Is the correct answer. What did you train as before you started performing arts? Was it A, horse whisperer, B, a blacksmith, or C, a civil engineer?
Horse whisperer, civil engineer.
Is the correct answer. Yes. In 2005, you made it to the semi-finals of which competition? Was it A, the Olympics, B, Paramount Comedy's So You Think You're Funny competition, or C, the All Wales Grassland Farming competition?
It was So You Think You're Funny, but I also made it to the finals of the community games as well that year.
Congratulations on both accounts, but that is correct. B, well done. What RTE programme have you previously appeared in? Was it A, the Liffey Giggle, B, the Liffey Laugh, or C, the Liffey is a River?
There is no Liffey Giggle, and the Liffey is a river, but it's not a television programme, so it has to be the Liffey Laugh.
It's the correct answer. What was the name of your play, what you co-wrote and performed in last year? Was it A, Help, B, SOS, or C, Hamlet?
Help.
Is correct. I believe that Shakespeare fella did Hamlet. Congratulations, you got all correct. Congratulations. Well done. Now, before you ramble off and keep on doing that comedic thing, what you do so well, you're going to give us some top tips on how to be a comedian/comedienne.
This is for people who are thinking of starting stand-up. So the first tip I'm going to give you is called be very confident. Okay, so always believe that you're in the right. Even if people aren't laughing at you, that doesn't mean that you're not funny. The audience can be wrong sometimes. Second tip, write a funny act. Okay,
Crucial.
So look at your own life experiences and try and come up with funny jokes based on that. Or if you're not really funny yourself, maybe your mum says stupid things and you could use those in your act. Or else your little brother or little sister might have a diary that you can read, and that often provides some funny material. Okay, next one, know your audience. So sometimes when you arrive at a gig, you know, the host or the MC might be talking to somebody in the crowd, and you'll figure out that you're doing a gig to a whole load of scuba divers or a whole load of people from Zimbabwe. And if that's the case, then you're going to have to get out your Robert Mugabe material. Next tip, try it out. Try your act out before you get on the stage. Okay, so you might like to practice in front of a mirror, or alternatively, you can practice in front of your friends in the pub, but often they don't like that because that means that you're insincere and they're not your friend anymore, but that won't matter when you get famous.
You can drop them.
Okay, and mingle with the crowd. Yeah, this is something I do a lot. I will change my clothes after a gig and I'll go down and I'll mingle among the audience and I'll hear what they're saying about my gig. So sometimes they'll say that I'm very good, and then other times they'll say, oh, she was crap. But if they do that, then just go back to rule number one, which was be very confident.
Thanks a million. Eleanor Tiernan, thank you very, very much. That's all from us here now, folks, for WeTV Online. Until next time, myself and Eleanor Tiernan will leave you with this thought. That's your lot. Bye-bye.